Okay, so start distributing 7 times x. It's going to be 7x, and then you have to do 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. Rewrite the other side of the equation. And so now what we want to do is put the x's together. So I'm going to take that 7x and move it over to the other side, but it's going to be minus 7x. So what's going to happen to 7x minus 7x? Well, it cancels out. So bring down what you have left. Negative 14 equals 14. What's wrong with that statement? If you were to say negative 14 equals 14, is that true or is that false? What do you think? Well, we know it's false because negative 14 is only equal to negative 14. So if you get a false, then that means that there is not a solution to this equation. Look at number 4. All you have to do is type it in your calculator. To find the values of x, we're looking for the x-intercepts. It's the same thing as the solutions, the roots, the zeros. You're just looking where the parabola crosses the x-axis. So we got it typed in our calculator. We're going to graph it. And then use the trace button. Let's use the trace button and get it close. So let's go over to the left here. I'm going to trace, trace, trace. And I'm going to say that's close to negative 1.70. We'll write that down, negative 1.70. And then what we're going to do is we're going to continue tracing, but we're going to go to the other side. You have to go all the way down, come back up, get it close to the x-axis, and we're going to say that's 5.74. So then all you have to do is match up the two answers that are close to negative 170 and 5.74. Well, look right here. Negative 174 is close to negative 170, and 574, we got that. So our answer is A. Number 6, the x-intercepts, where it crosses the x-axis. So again, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to graph this in our calculator. Now, since it's a very narrow parabola, I'm going to use the Z box, that zoom box, and I want to zoom in. That way I can just see where it crosses the x-axis a little bit better. So we're going to draw the box out. Yay, this is so fun. Hope you guys are enjoying this. So now we can see it a little bit better zoomed in. We're going to trace. So we're going to go to the left and we're going to write down negative 0.35. So I'm going to write down negative 0.35. That's where it crosses on the left side. Go all the way down. Yay, we're having a good time on this roller coaster, and come all the way back up. Yay. And we're going to say that's 1.54. Well, we know it's not A and B because A is 7 and 12, B is 3 and negative 1, and those aren't close. So let's look at C. If I take 3 halves and convert it to a decimal, that's 1.5. And if I take negative 1/3 and convert it to a decimal, that's negative 0.33 repeating. So look at the decimals that we wrote down. They're very close to each other, aren't they? So that is going to be our answer. That's all you have to do is just match it up and get close. So our answer for this one is C. Number 10. Now, number 10, what you need to do is you need to remember that f of x is the same as saying y. So when you see f of x, you need to just burn it into your brain that that's just like saying y equals. So y equals 24 minus 2x. Just like our STAAR strategy, we're going to graph that. Put it in the calculator. Now, f of 2 is not the same as saying f of x. So you can see what they did. They substituted x for 2. So they're telling you if x is 2, what is y? Y is 20. But if you look at the second part of the question, and this is where some kids got confused, they thought this was x is 10. No, we just got finished saying that f of x is the same as saying y. So they're saying, what is the value of x if y is 10? So you have to look into the y column, and you'll see that x is 7. So our answer to this one is 20 and 7. Just remember, f of x is y. It's the same thing.